Well, the Democrats might not know for a while longer who their nominee is, but another party taking on Republican presumptive nominee John McCain knows who they are going to send. After 6 rounds of balloting at their convention, former Republican Congressman from Georgia, Bob Barr, is the Libertarian Party's choice to run for the White House. And Bob Barr joins us now. I believe you're in Atlanta today, are you not?
I am in Atlanta, my hometown.
All right, Congressman Barr. There's a couple of things that you have to do if you want to be president of the United States. One is you have to convince a lot of people across America that the pox on both the Republicans and the Democrats, we need to go a new direction. That's number one. Number two, you got to raise a lot of money to make this worth even possible. Can you do both things?
We can do both things. I think once the dust settles and people start focusing on the real issue here, which is not who somebody's preacher is, and it's not how many delegates one delegate, one nominee or one candidate has over another, but it's what's going to happen to the future of this economy and this country based on runaway government spending and an ever-increasing size of the government. People are going to start taking a good, hard look at both the candidates for the 2 major parties, and we'll be right there in the thick of it. We intend to point out to American citizens that if they want to really make a difference, they have to vote not for the Republican, not for the Democrat, not for the lesser of 2 evils, but for the one candidate, the one party that will really change and decrease the size of government, and that's the Libertarian Party.
Well, let me ask you the question. I mean, you were a Republican for many, many years. Do you have any qualms about walking away from the party for which you were a member so many years?
If I had actually walked away from the party, I might, but the party left me and many other true conservatives and libertarian-leaning Republicans in the dust by taking on the mantle of big government and moving very clearly and decidedly away from the individual liberty roots that the party used to pay attention to.
Well, now, some people look at the situation and say, well, if you get a small number of conservatives and you pull them away from John McCain, after all, there are some hardcore conservatives who may not be particularly enthralled about the idea of John McCain as a candidate, that really what you will serve is not as a legitimate candidate, but as a spoiler. Are you okay if that happens?
That's not going to happen. The voters that I will reach, that the Libertarian Party will reach, are those that would not be predisposed to vote for Senator McCain in the first place. Senator McCain and Bob Barr bring 2 very different messages and background to the American people. Senator McCain is very much an establishment status quo candidate. I am not. On the other side of the equation, there are an awful lot of blue-collar Democrats out there, for example, who support my message in support of the Second Amendment and our other civil liberties and the right to privacy, yet who are not willing to buy into the big government programs that Senator Obama will put forth.
All right, Bob Barr's got a big L out there beside his name now. He's the Libertarian candidate for president. Thank you very much for joining us here on America's Election Headquarters. Now,